When the wee village preschool accepted my 3-year-old Henry, I thought I had found my people. They had teachers with sunny faces and happy voices. It had sort of a hippie feeling to it. There were wood chips in the sandbox instead of sand. My husband and I liked that. I was thrilled to become a disciple. At Wee Village, we were taught many ways to strengthen the parent-child bond. I had thought I was already pretty bonded with my son. I mean, we moms had walked around with our babies strapped to the front of us in Bjorns, Snuggies, Slings, or Mobies for the first few years of their lives. I thought that if this bonding got any stronger, our children would end up stuck to our faces. Like my son is. In my Costco picture ID, we look like a two-headed monster. But I assured my husband that this wee village education was needed for growing perfectly self-esteemed, yet slightly self-serving children. For both of our children, because we would soon have our younger son Charlie in the preschool too. This is the absolute right choice, I told him. I'm pretty sure. I had always had the thought that we should teach our children to do good in the world, and then they would grow into good people, happy people. But no, at the preschool we are taught just to tell our little ones that they are good people, talented, gifted, special, and only then would they go on to live confident, happy lives. And we were told not to use the word no. My beautiful angel, we are supposed to say, I see that you are wanting to play with that truck right now, but instead of hitting Jonah with it, do you think you might want to put it down? I see that you are angry. It's okay to be angry. Feelings are natural and we must never hold them back, but do you think maybe you could stand on the other side of the sandbox and slam the truck down against the wood chips instead of Jonah's head? Please? Remember, Mommy loves you, and you may not want to do that, and I respect that you may not want to do that. But you see, when the truck hits Jonah's head, Jonah will not be happy. And I know you are a good person, and I'm thinking you would not want to hurt Jonah. Wait, oh, now that I see Mommy needs to take the truck away from you because you made a bad choice. I'm sorry, not a bad choice. Let's call it a creative choice that isn't working for Jonah. I would talk like this until the times I couldn't take it anymore and words would furiously whisper out the side of my mouth, if you don't put that damn truck down right this instant, Mommy is going to flip her lid and you already know that's not pretty. But I wanted to have faith in their language. There were professors, noted professors in Europe developing it. They studied this stuff. They had to be right. So I tried to get my husband on board. I needed him to understand, not only were we trying to raise happy kids, there was an entire social hierarchy based on adherence to the Wee Village rules. And I knew we would be judged. 2 such rules: no sugar and no guns. Basically good rules. My poor kids never had a chance. At a play date once, I made the rookie mistake of serving that evil and dangerous snack, cookies and milk. Also, my son picked up a stick or something and pretended it was a gun and started shooting with it. All the kids joined in and had a blast. I didn't see a future life of crime sparking in any of their eyes. But I was crestfallen when other mothers would say to me, oh, my Tyler Zebediah has never eaten sugar before. We don't believe in it. Or, little Coltrane isn't allowed to play with guns. Is he scared? I felt myself slipping down the totem pole of playdate popularity as I tried to point out, oh, we don't have guns here, not even toy guns. My son just thought it was fun to pretend. I can still see the strained and condescending smile on the mother's face as she said, oh, well, your son obviously knows about guns, so I'm wondering where he has seen them before. It all felt sort of fundamentalist, like a cult almost. And I may have witnessed the Lord at first, but at this point I felt I was losing my religion. I wanted to turn to the mom and say, perhaps my son learned about guns when he watched my husband and I cleaning our AK-47 at the dinner table last night. But I didn't say it. I instead felt as if I had failed. I had a secret desire to find another extreme of raising children. You know the old Russian woman who drank bourbon and smoked a pack of cigarettes a day and lived happily to the age of 102? I wanted to follow that religion. I wanted her preschool. But since my kids were happy at Wee Village and the teachers there were undeniably loving, we stayed. I began to serve the accepted playdate snack, granola bars and yogurt, keeping to myself the fact that they had just as much sugar as cookies. Then I met Cam, another mom at the preschool. As we walked into Starbucks one day, Cam and I witnessed one of those mother versus toddler esteem-building, Wee Village-like conversations. Sweetness, I see and appreciate that you are not wanting to get into the car, but mommy needs you to think about blah, blah, blah. It went on forever, and the toddler was refusing. I looked at Cam to gauge her reaction. Cam seemed to be part of the preschool's inner circle. She was popular there. Cam raised her eyebrows, cocked her head toward the mom, and said to me, "Someone needs to end that conversation right now, and someone needs to pick up her child and strap her into her car seat. And I think that someone is the mom." But at Wee Village, I started. "Oh, please," she said. "If it's not working, it's not working." She laughed and walked up to get her coffee, caffeinated, with sugar. With one comment, Cam had poked a hole in the blown-up Hindenburg-like vision I'd had of Wee Village philosophy. I could feel the ground under my feet again. And there were others like Cam at Wee Village. They were just hiding, but I found them. I began to appreciate preschool for the sweet and very short experience it was. And after Wee Village, we sent our boys to the neighborhood public school. They loved it. And then I must have blinked, because our boys are now 10 and 14. They are turning out to be pretty great guys. I do use the word no with them. There are so many variations of the word no. There's no, then there's absolutely not, and then there is, "No way, are you kidding me? You may not do that, not unless you want me to blow a fucking gasket." Okay, I would never use that word with my kids. They have no idea what a gasket is. But they do remember Wee Village with a great amount of fondness, and so do I.